People wonder, they say, shall never end. Allegedly, they said the king blows hot on Ebony's family. As a matter of fact, they said the king went as far as threatening Ebony's family that if anything or if Ebony and co should go close to Adesewa again, that what he will do to them, they might not live to tell the story. Because they have brought Ebony in a way that she thinks that she can attack anyone and go scot-free. That the king promised to protect Adesewa with everything he got against Ebony and her type. According to the information, that Adesewa happens to be the lady that we were told some time ago that she have accepted to marry the king. Yes, so. And ever since she accepted to marry the king, Ebony and her family have been angry towards the girl. Then they decided to, frighten her. There is this SUV that was given to the king when he celebrated his 50 years birthday. One SUV like that. Governor Adeleke also gave him one Jeep like that. I think that one was black. But this particular one was white SUV. And the information have it that when Ebony returned back to the palace, she was using that SUV everywhere she was going. She was driving it as if it was her own. But along the line, I think there was something that she committed that made the king to be angry and instructed her to return it and never use it again. So maybe Ebony was still angry over the fact that the king stopped her from using that same car. Then when Adesewa entered the palace, because they say she spent some time in the palace. So when she came, and the king knew that she needed a car for her mobility. So they said the king gave her that car and also gave her a royal driver to be carrying her anywhere she wants to go. And ever since that car was given to Adesewa, they said Ebony have not been happy. You don't expect her to be happy because this is the same car that the king collected from her due to her behavior. So information have it that that Adesewa also have a brother that lives in Lagos. Is it Lagos or Abuja? He lives in one of those things. He's a chemist, a pharmacist, I think. So the brother to the Adesewa also visited Ile-Ife. Then when he visited, he told his sister Adesewa that instead of using the royal driver, let him be driving her around until when he returns back to his base, And the king does not have any problem with that. That was how they said the brother had been the one driving her around. Then on one of the occasions, they went to a place to shop. They went for shopping. When they went for that shopping, they parked the car, and entered inside, only to come out and notice that the windshield of that car was broken. The side mirrors were broken. They vandalized the car and dropped a note. According to the information, the content of the note reads, "Stay away from the king. Stay away from the king if you don't want to pay with your life." That is what they wrote on that note. But they did not see who kept the note. And information have it that because of the fact that this lady, this Adesewa, was born and raised in UK, they said the moment she saw that note, she became so afraid. So afraid that she doesn't know where it is coming from. And she is kind of shocked, That is how she became frightened. And they went to the king to tell the king, look at what they saw. They even went with the note. They said the king was not that surprised because he already knew where this is coming from. Judging from what has happened between him and Ebony regarding that car, they said Ebony have been using the car as if it is her own until the king ordered her to drop the car and never use it again. And now the same car have been given to Adesewa. And the king did not think twice. That was how they said he summoned Ebony's family, letting them know that Ebony is biting more than she can chew. that if anything happens to this, if he even hear that someone threatens this Adesewa again, that he is going to show Ebony the stuff that he is made of. That if they think they are mad, they should not take their madness to Adesewa. That this is getting out of hand. And that was how they said Ebony's family started defending themselves, saying that how is the king sure that it's Ebony, that it is not Ebony. But we all know that Ebony is capable of doing this, and even the king already knew. You know what Ebony can do. Yes. So, but her family are saying that no, that it is not Ebony who did it. That maybe someone must have done it in order to paint Ebony black. That the possibility that it is some people from the other family, there is another family that they have, the Ebony's family are having problem with. They have this land that they are dragging. So one of the elders from Ebony's family that the king summoned said maybe is one of those people that came to do that, so that the king will say is Ebony, knowing fully well that the king have already had issue with Ebony regarding that car. That family in question happens to be maternal home for this Adesewa. Come to think of it, how would they do that to their own sister's daughter? you know. But at this point, I think the king already know what Ebony can do and what Ebony cannot do. After all, Ebony is not the only one in that palace. And the king already know that he knows all his wives and what they can be capable of, or what they are capable of. He already know that this must be coming from Ebony. And there is nothing anyone can tell him to convince him that it is not Ebony's doing. Because he already know what Ebony can do. Meanwhile, her family is saying that she's not the one. They are just trying to make up things. They're just trying to defend her and all of that. But the king told them that if he ever hears anything of such again, he doesn't care whether it's Ebony or not Ebony, but he is going to show Ebony the other side of him. That he can do anything it takes just to protect Adesewa. You know that they tried this on Adetutu, but Adetutu knew them more than they knew themselves. The same Adetutu was the one they were doing some juju and charms so that Adetutu will not accept to marry the king. But all that they tried against Adetutu failed, because Adetutu even told them that she already know what they are doing, but it is not going to work. Anyway, guys, that is what we're hearing. If the information is true, don't forget that these are all alleged unverified information making rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact unless you verify them. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye for now. Love you.